Make sure your pillow is at the right firmness and height for you, okay? So that when you snuggle into it, it's a good feeling and not a painful one in your neck. Make sure you also have enough blankets and your sheets are comfortable, right? So again, you're snuggling up and it feels good. This is your relaxation. This is your getaway, okay? Avoid napping, okay? Now for the next 2 weeks, I don't want you to nap at all. I know. Okay, but the goal being, again, that when you hit bedtime at night, that's the most exhausted point of your day. And you can't get there if you have the napping in. If after the 2 weeks you're sleeping better and you want to bring the napping back, I want you to do it early, so no later than 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and for no more than 20 minutes. Okay? I know that's a hard one, okay? So watch that napping. Exercising. I want you to try to get in some exercise each day. It doesn't have to be a lot. If you're not doing any now, just a 5-minute walk is all I'm asking for. Something more than you're doing today. Okay? But it can't be within 3 hours of bedtime. I don't want that heart rate up and that breathing up. That's a stimulant. Right? So after you exercise, hopefully you're feeling good and energized after that. Okay, we don't want that right before bedtime. Gentle stretching, Tai Chi, yoga, those are all great to do right before bedtime. You can do them as part of your bedtime routine. But the exercise we want earlier in the day, okay? Eating. You want to be careful about what you're eating and how much you're eating. That digestive process can disrupt your sleep cycle. So you don't want to have a big meal right before you go to bed. All right, so try to eat 2 to 3 hours, if you're having a larger dinner, 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. What I don't want, though, is for you to go to bed with your stomach rumbling. If you are hungry and you don't think you can make it through the night, then have a small snack, right? Watch the things with sugar in it, okay? And some of those carbohydrates too, because your body's going to convert those over. But if you can have a piece of cheese or maybe a low-fat yogurt, something that can carry you through the night, those are going to help, okay, if you need them. This is another one that people usually get upset about when I tell them they can't have this. You want to avoid the caffeine late in the day. For these next 2 weeks, though, since many of us are more caffeine sensitive than we realize, and studies have shown that in many people, that morning coffee that they have stays in their system even at bedtime. I want that morning coffee to be the last caffeine that you have for the day over the next 2 weeks, okay? And you cannot nurse that coffee. I know a lot of people, they'll go, oh, well, this is my morning coffee, and it's lunchtime, right? They're carrying their travel cup around. It's gotta be after breakfast there where you're cutting that caffeine off. When you introduce this one back in after those 2 weeks, you're gonna stage this one as well. Okay, so then you can have your caffeine at lunch and see if that makes a difference, then mid-afternoon, and then if you wanted to have it later in the day. But you're going to stage it and see if you are more sensitive to that.